Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Sprocket yet again, and today we're actually going to be building a small tank. A very small tank, and it might be very useless. Anyway, if you guys can figure out what tank this is, put it in the comments down below. Let's go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off with the tracks. This is only going to be 3.5 meters long. Yes, something like that. We're then going to make these guys bigger in order to fit. Or we're going to make these guys in the middle smaller. I never really do it that way around, and maybe I should. So those guys are going to come down. We're going to go and drag these guys backwards to there. And yes, something like that is actually fine. However, what I will do is make this guy a little bit bigger and drop it down slightly. And I guess this guy is going to be a little bit bigger as well. Yes, the diameter of that, there we go, very nice. And there we go. So we've got 3 in the center, we've got the idler wheel at the front, we've got 2 of these guys in the center. I am going to make those guys even smaller, and they're just going to be positioned up there. Very nice. What we're going to do now is actually make it very skinny, and we'll go from there. Okay, so there we go. We've got our tracks right there. What I'm going to do next is actually squidge this so that we can squidge the tracks in to where I sort of want them to be. We're also actually going to get rid of a bunch of the fuel because at the minute we've got too much fuel in this thing. It takes up too much room. Also, it is going to be a 3-man tank instead of a 4-man tank. Okay, back to mobility. Let's go ahead and squidge those in. So, separation is going to come all the way into, I guess, 1 meter. We might as well go bang on 1 meter. Okay, quite a skinny tank. Sure. Okay, so we are going to drop this down just slightly. We're also going to have to bring this in from the rear, just like so. And in fact, I'm going to bring it even further forwards than that. And at the front, we're obviously going to go ahead and send that bit backwards too. Okay, very nice. I think what we'll do from there is we will select all of this and drop it down quite a bit, just like that. We're then going to extend this guy upwards slightly. Okay, and I think I'm going to do this. So extend this forwards just a little bit. We're then going to drop the front edge of this thing down to about there, and then we're going to round off the front piece right here. And there we go, I've rounded it off at the front. All we need to do now is obviously smooth off the angles, and now it is actually rounded. It's a little bit thicker than I thought it was going to be totally honest with you guys. So I might actually have to just squidge this, which I don't know whether that's going to look right or not, but there you go, we've squidged it. Excellent. Okay, from there we can actually extend this out to the side. There we go. And that is currently what it looks like. Bit weird. Alright, so it is slightly different to this actually, so let's go to points, there we go, and I think instead of it going down from here, we're actually going to go ahead and try and do this at a really nice angle. We're then going to send this guy backwards too, just like that, and honestly I think that looks fine. I'm actually going to go ahead and try and send these backwards a little bit more, and I do think that's somewhat okay. I'm going to drag this even further backwards, and that's fine. So we've got a rounded off front end. We're then going to go to the rear, and we're going to round off the top of the back end. So extend this guy backwards, go to points and do this. We're then going to extend it backwards again. Yes, go to points and do this. And we're going to do it again and possibly even again. We'll see. So drop that guy down like so. And then I think one more time will be it. There you go, extend it. Drop this guy down a hell of a lot. And I think push it in. Hey, there we go. I think actually though, that should be the last one. Yeah, this one should do it. Hey, interesting. Yeah, I think that's actually fine. So, grab this one, send it forward slightly. Very good. And then, I don't know at the bottom what I'm going to do, but I kind of want to do something like this. And that's fine. Alright, good. Yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job here. Send that bit in. That's a cool looking tank hull. Nice. I do think it is slightly too big though, so what we're going to do is actually make the tracks even shorter and even smaller, and then we're going to try and fit this down into it a little bit better. Yeah, so I've gone ahead and made them a little bit smaller, which means that the entire hull actually needs to be smaller too. In order to do that, I think I can just do something like this and something like this. There we go. Honestly, I think that's actually probably fine. Drop that down a little bit more. Yes, I do want that to go to there, so I'm going to have to squidge it even further, which could be a bad thing, but sure, that's good. I think I am happy with that. What I might do, though, in the meantime, is actually grab each of these and just send those guys backwards just a little bit to about there. And I think that should look a little bit better. Nice. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is go to fenders, attach these guys onto there, hopefully in sort of like the right place. That would be good. Separation obviously has to come in to around here. There we go. Height obviously has to go down to fit on top of the tracks. And I think we're going to go with, oh, I don't know, these guys, I guess? Yeah, sure. So offset the front obviously has to come all the way back to there. The front of it is going to look like this. However, that is going to have to be a hell of a lot smaller because this looks ugly at the minute. And when I say smaller, I actually need it to go upwards rather than in and out. I don't think it does that though. Uh-oh. Alright, so I think we might actually have to go with one of these. That is actually somewhat fine, so we'll just keep it. There we go. And honestly, I think that's okay. Yes. What I'm going to do from there is actually go to tracks again. I'm going to have to drop these guys down and make them smaller in order for this to even work. So diameter of these guys, tiny. There we go. Drop that guy down slightly. Okay, this guy's been dropped already. Let's go ahead and try and drop these even more. So height of that even further down. That looks like it's probably pretty good. Yeah. Okay, next thing that I'm going to do is grab each of these, including that one, and extend them backwards a little bit further. That gives us room for our engine bay, which is something that we really do want. Okay, extend this off the rear a little bit further. There we go. Everything fits. Excellent. So from there, what are we going to do? Well, I think we should grab this and possibly all of those. Drag them up slightly. Very nice. And now we're going to decorate it. And when I say decorate it, it's actually not going to be decorated an awful lot. We're going to go ahead and shove that onto there. Obviously, I'm going to have to squidge this to fit somewhat like this. And I'm going to do that as well. And that does actually fit, which is nice. Let's go ahead and put this like pretty much where it was. There we go. And leave it like that. Good. Alright, so lights is next. Let's go ahead and attach this guy onto there and drop it down into here. We're going to go with these guys. And essentially, I just want it to look like it's, I don't know, protecting it, I suppose. So we will move this guy upwards. There we go, actually quite a bit. And we will angle it slightly backwards, just like this. Okay, move it upwards slightly more, and shove it down. Yes, okay, that's like the protector for the light. Okay, I'm going to drop that down even further, so it looks like it sort of works. And then I'm going to squidge this even further. So again, that looks a little bit better. Good. At the rear of that, we're actually going to go and add another one of these. Shove it onto there. And I guess I'm just going to lower this down and in. There we go. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. Alright, so on the other side, what are we going to do? Well, I think I'm going to go with the crew hatch. One of these ones, even though it's not really for this tank. And we're going to shove that right there. I'm then going to go to viewports, going to grab one of these, and essentially shove it into that. Yes, it looks weird. That's pretty much all I've got. So now we should be able to drive. Hey, would you look at that? Nice. Okay, so from there, what else do we actually need to do? Well, I need, like, the front barrier thingamabobbies, so I need these guys. These are going to be for towing if it needs towing, which, I mean, I guess this aircraft would get towed quite a bit. Aircraft? That's not what I mean. Tank! Because it was in an aircraft. Maybe. That might be a good hint. Anyway, let's go and shove these guys onto the rear as well, and shove those in. Very nice. It's actually looking pretty good so far. Another thing that I wouldn't mind doing is actually just attaching these guys to the sides. Sort of just like this, I guess. Make them wider and make them longer and even possibly make them taller. Just like this. There we go. And we'll just attach those onto there. They might not look good, but they might look okay. Who knows? Alright, shove those both on. Grab this one. And grab... I can't seem to grab this one. There we go. And do this. Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. So now, this one is smaller on the rear, and this one is smaller on the front. Looks pretty good, so I'm going to move this directly in between those guys, and that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so what is next? I guess the engine, and the engine is going to go on the back at the rear, so I want to just use one of these guys, if possible, and I just want to go ahead and shove it on there like that. Honestly, that does actually somewhat work, and I am fine with it. I also wouldn't mind using these guys either side to, like, boost it, I guess? I don't know. Shoving those on there might be weird, but at the same time might be kind of cool. So if I shove this to be as big as the actual vent is, that's pretty awesome. I then want to put these guys in the center like I always do So we'll shove those in there. And now we have a fully functional little tank thing. Little tank base. Alright, so apparently crew is actually taking up a hell of a lot of this. So instead of 3 crew, we're going to go with 2. The commander is going to be the gunner and the loader, sure. The driver is going to be the driver and the radio man. And now we've got rid of more people. Excellent. We are going to have to put an actual turret on this thing as well, obviously. So let's go ahead and shove this onto here. We'll make it round, and we'll go from there. Okay, so round turrets, that is nice. Yes, let's go ahead and grab these guys, as we always do, and lower it down a hell of a lot. It's actually going to come all the way down to there. I then want to move this forwards. Yes, drop this down even further, and we'll actually extend this guy upwards. Yep, quite a bit, just like this. We are going to extend the back end over, I guess. Yeah, sure, we're just going to extend these guys this way. There we go, do this, and obviously send it inwards even further, just like that. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. I wouldn't mind actually adding a bit of a round over on the top of this. Obviously, we can't have that piece. There we go. So, let's drop this down slightly. There you go. Extend it upwards again, and add a round over edge. Yes, and yes. Honestly, that looks sick. Good. All right, now all we need is a gun. Although, the more I look at this, actually, the more I think it needs to go down. So, let's just go ahead and, I guess, select all of this. And just shrink it that way. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better like that. Oh, nice. Yeah, like that. Good. So, drop this guy down onto there, obviously, so it fits. I'm going to make the diameter of the thingamabobby even smaller. That's going to be massive. Basket space is going to have to be quite big. And that means the gunner is actually going to have to go in there. But yes, overall, that looks sick. Alright, so what are we going to do from here? Well, we're going to go to firepower. Yes, mantlets. Yes, shove one of these guys on here. Very small. Okay, I'm actually going to go ahead and shove that back into there a little bit. This is only going to be a 37mm gun. The length of the round is going to be about 250-ish. There we go. And that looks about right, actually. Looks pretty nice. So, let's go ahead and get a gunner's sight, whack it on there. Just like this. I'm going to make it even smaller, shove it on, shove it to the side, and drop it down. I also need to angle it right. I want it to be facing, like, directly forwards. Otherwise, shooting this thing will be a pain in the butt. Alright, there we go. Drop it down next to it, and shove it backwards so it fits. And now we should be able to aim the gun. Yeah! Alright, Commander's Cupola time. Let's go ahead and shove one of those on the top. Commander's Cupola, yes. Don't really know which one of these to go for. I think I'm going to go with one of these ones. Although they are quite tall, so maybe not. Maybe one of these actually seems to fit better. We'll shove it off to the side slightly. There we go. We'll shove a machine gun on the top of that. There we go. Very nice. A little one. And I think we're ready to go. Yeah, that's sick. Alright, so let's shove some ammunition in the turret before we do anything else. And then I guess we're going to have to go on and fight some stuff. So we'll actually leave those guys in there like that. We're then going to go back here and make the basket space even smaller. And I would like it if everything fit. So, mobility. We're going to have a 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine, so 0.5, I guess. Yep. And now we need it to be even smaller than that. Oh my. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't think I can. I don't think I can actually fit all of these people in here. I guess if I do this, and I do this, it's even smaller. But not by much. Not by much at all. Okay, so go to compartments, basket space, bring that all the way down. Oh, there we go! Everybody fits! And it still only takes 5 seconds to shoot the gun. The tank does still move. If we change the gear ratios, it'll be better. And that's fine. Alright, good. Let's go to crew. Antennas. This guy. I'm actually just going to go and shove it down there for now. And that's our tank. Doesn't really look exactly how I wanted it to look, but it doesn't look too bad. Alright, so we're going to go with this color as well. Let's go to decals really quickly. Shove an American star on the side of the turret, just like so. There we go. And I guess I'll shove one in the center on the front, just like that. And there we go. That's the tank that I wanted to build. Doesn't look exactly like it. I didn't really look at any measurements. In fact, it actually looks a little bit too tall and a little bit too chunky. But you know what? That's fine. So let's take this into a battle and see how it does. Yeah, it's too chunky. It is actually way too chunky. Anyway, my guys aren't seemingly moving, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. We're going to go to transmission real quick, and we're going to drop that down, and we are actually going to go ahead and set this to 3. And we're going to set that to 3 as well, and off we go. Should move a little bit faster. The acceleration, worse, but movement-wise, should be a little bit better. Or top speed, I should say. And yes, there is literally no extra armor on this thing because I didn't really want to add it. I wanted it to be a 10mm tank, which is, I don't know, I mean the armor on that sucks, but if it's able to survive this and able to win, I'm going to be so happy. Although, we can't even get over the tracks. Ugh. Okay, right, fire up! Alright, didn't go through, fire up! 2 seconds, 1 second, and boom! There we go, that actually went through. But didn't kill the man. I don't know if we can kill any of these. Oh, apparently one of them's dead. This tank is supposed to suck, kind of. But not really. Alright, he's on fire. He's almost dead. I think that guy's now dead. Don't know if we're going to be able to kill these guys, but we'll try. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get through that guy's armor whatsoever. Not at all. And I can't actually get over here either. It seems really bad for a tank not to be able to cross over these tracks. But I think that's more to do with the game than the actual tank. Because if an idler wheel touches it, it doesn't count. I don't know how to explain that, but it doesn't count. Alright, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, fire! Yes! Alright, we actually got a kill. Alright, that guy up there needs to die next, if we can. Alright, I need to get across these tracks. Alright, diagonally, we can actually do it. Excellent. I didn't actually add any rear lights onto this thing, but that would have made it look a little bit nicer. Also, if it was just a little bit more squidged, it would look nicer too. But yeah, it's just a bit chunky at the minute, but that's okay. That's fine. Anyway, into the battle we go. That guy is trying to shoot me. Oh, no. We only just got across the tracks and now I'm dead. No. Oh, and before anyone says it, actually, yes, the suspension is wrong. It should be the other type of suspension, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to try and jump over the tracks. Here we go, and... oh, no. Oh, no, we got stuck. We got stuck, but if we can see some enemies from the sides, then we might be able to kill them from here. Alright, let's just shoot in and see what happens, I guess. Alright, here we go. I'm not shooting for that guy, by the way. I'm shooting for this one. This guy right here. There is only 5 of my tanks remaining. And honestly, I don't think we win. Is that guy trying to shoot me now? Oh, no. He's now trying to shoot me. And I am a one-shot kill. No! Alright, this is going to be very strange and seem extremely strange. But let's go to suspension, do this. Alright, yes, that is kind of weird because they've disappeared. But if we go with scale and we drop that down all the way. There we go. And we obviously move these guys upwards slightly, obviously, so that they fit. There we go. Yes. Even higher than that, that would be good. And even higher than that. Alright, nice. The scale is actually already at 0. Okay, so road wheels actually have to be extremely tiny in order to fit. But I don't think I'm going to be able to... yeah, I can't fit 2. There's no way of me actually fitting 2 of those. Ah. Okay, so I've made it even weirder. I've actually added an extra wheel right there because I figured that would look nicer. And I have squidged the tank to be even shorter, and I do think it looks a little bit more right. Maybe. Okay, so I've changed something else as well now. I actually added a longer barrel on the gun, and this should allow us to actually shoot things. Oh, also, I did extend it, so it is actually longer than it was, which I guess is fine. Anyway, let's get in there. I didn't add the rear lights again, which is stupid of me, but we got this. Okay, so in order to get over the train tracks, we go diagonally. Yes. Alright, here we go, and we have made it across. Very nice. I've never actually went this way on this map either, so we're gonna go around the outside and see if I can shoot them from here. Okay, so enemy tanks have been spotted. There is literally one right there. Let's go ahead and try and kill him first, if we can. Otherwise, he might try and kill me, which would not be good. Shoot him in the side of the turret at the back. Yes! Alright, good shot. There's another one right there. Shoot him in the side of the turret at the back. He didn't die? Shoot him again. He's dead. Alright, we can explode them if we do that. Okay, so we have 11 tanks left, and they only have 10. So that means that we are at an advantage right now. However, I guess my tanks kind of suck compared to theirs, but that's fine. Right, let's go ahead and aim at this guy and shoot him in the side. Maybe I should have shot him in the turret. Okay, let's do that. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, he's still not dead. It's going through, but it's not killing him. Maybe back there. Shoot him in the engine. That's not gonna work. Maybe his driver? Kill that. How many rounds does it take to kill these things? He's on fire? Is he already dead? Oh, he's dead now. Alright, cool. That's good. I can actually use this tank as some cover, because I can see a bunch of enemy tanks out there. So let's go ahead and drive ourselves over this way. And we will try and shoot the ones that we can see from here, without them maybe seeing us. Alright, there we go. That went through. Let's aim at this guy and shoot him. Oh, yeah. Alright, turret rings. That's what we're aiming for here. Right there. No, a little bit higher. Come on, fire! Oh, this is not working out. Come on. I can do this. He's now aiming at me. This is not good. If he shoots me, I think I'm dead. Oh, someone else shot me. This is not good. What are you guys even doing? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna give up here. We're giving up. We've built a tank. What tank is it? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I think the AI in this game is a little bit, I don't know. Like, what is this? We got a little herd of little tanks, which I do know the name of, and you guys probably do too. Anyway, does it work? I guess it does. If you used it correctly, I guess it would be fine. But there are some issues with it. The cannon, not so good. The armor, really bad. And actually, the speed that I've managed to get while having everything fit, also not very good either. But anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know again what you guys think this is, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.